Hello, welcome back to the channel. For those that have seen videos before, my videos, if you're new, this is a channel about D.I.D, dissociative identity disorder, formerly known as multi-personality disorder, but more specifically, what it's like for a significant other's aspect, point of view. Um, so I'm the one without D.I.D. Um, So today's episode is going to be about what was it? I was asked how I cope with trauma and scared parts coming out and what I generally do. Um, so I've been kind of giving that some thought. For trauma parts, I have came across a couple. Those they are interesting to deal with. One in particular, not naming names or anything. Doesn't like being touched. Um, kind of likes their bubble more or less. So I can't get too close to them. They get uneasy the closer I get. Um, Sun movements kind of makes them jumpy and scared. So how I handle when they come out like that. Take it slow, one step at a time. I wasn't talking about you taking it slow. Um, but yeah, that's basically what. Yeah, take it slow. Um, Everything from movements to talking. Uh, Try to get a rough idea if they can speak. That is, um, either sign language or vocally, if you understand sign language. What like the do's and the don'ts type of deal. Like if they don't like being touched, um, if they're uncomfortable around males or females, um, if they just want to be alone in a dark white spot, like a cupboard type of deal. Um, okay, I would hopefully be done with the video by then. I don't know. Um, she's stepping out, so I have no clue who's calling me. Um, alright, so yeah, they might want to be left alone. So you just gotta take it slow and wait for them to come to you, more or less. Um, you got kind of try to reassure them that you're not going to do anything bad, that you're a nice person. Um, like what I do, I ask them if they know a couple of the like with the structure of D.I.D. that the higher ups, the protectors or guardians or the disciplinary people. Kind of messing up on the terminology there. So ask them if they know a couple of the other parts. That way, it kind of helps give them a reassurance, like, oh, you know this part, which I know, and they trust you and like you. So like, helps helps me to reassure them that I'm safe to be around. Um, that they can trust me. I'm not going to do anything bad, and so that helps kind of help break the ice and helps them relax. Um, for the one part that I was talking about, this is it's a work in progress. I've been able to get, I guess, closer. Um, Still doesn't want to be touched. Um, she freaks out every time. It Yeah, she freaks out every time that she comes out, and like my hand will be either on her leg, or like if we're laying in bed, my arm will be across. Um, she freaks out, jumps, gets away, grabs something that, granted, the only thing that she's grabbed and thrown at me is like a pillow, but luckily. Um, so the trauma ones are interesting to deal with. The scared ones are basically the same. You gotta take it slow. Um, it could be any scared ones, like actually we just had a nice little thunderstorm roll through here. Um, so one of the I don't know who, probably one of the littles, so a young one, um, came out and was a little scared of the thunderstorm. I had to reassure her that's just a thunderstorm. It's gonna pass. Um, so that went over relatively smooth. Um, what was that? Am I missing anything out of that question? Probably. Where was it? How I could. So I guess one of the things with the trauma aspect, and even slightly scared. Um, I know there's been times where I've been wanting to ask about the trauma, um, but I know it's kind of one of those things you have to let them come to you. It's not a wise idea to try to pull it out of them type deal, try to force them to talk to you about that, because then they'll shut down, you lose trust, um, and depending on the trauma, it can cause more splits, which, yeah, more the merrier. So yeah, you gotta take it slow, build that trust, let them come to you. Kind of like that last video I talked about, how I apologize about that. The camera, I was using my phone that time, and it decided just to stop at that time. So I do apologize about that. I had a little bit more to say, but I was near the end, so I really didn't feel like reshooting that video. Um, but anyways, like that, like how I mentioned, that one part didn't feel scared anymore. It didn't feel like they had a job, because they didn't feel scared anymore. Um, so I got kind of saying, you gotta let them come to you to help with the trauma. Um, if it involves even you going to a therapist with them, um, that can help. Um, just lost train of thought. Apologize about that. Um, but I'm drawing a blank now, so I guess I'll wrap it up there. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe. Um, if you know other sites, you can even, I don't mind if you share the videos. If you know anybody that's interested, let me know. Leave comments, concerns. If you have a video idea, let me know. Also, I'm not gonna lie, for me, it's starting to get a little hard of coming up with ideas. I know I mentioned about a video about a while back about taking the young ones out to a animal shelter. I've, I've still yet to do that. It's in the works. Gotta figure out time, day. But yeah, let me know. Talk to you guys later.